Are you ready to brighten up your home with these easy, budget-friendly DIYs? Well, these solar light hacks will bring magic to any space. Hi, this is Loli. Let's get crafting. For this project, we'll be using this candle holder from Dollar Tree, some of this floral foam, and that solar light as well. We're going to position the candle holder at the bottom of the floral foam. I'm just going to go ahead and position it right in the middle and then press it down to create an indentation. Then I'm going to line that whole crevice with some hot glue and reposition that candle holder in place, pushing it back down into the crevice. And then make sure that everything is nice and straight. Then I'm going to add a bit of hot glue all along those edges as well, just to give this more security. Next, I took that solar light and I'm going to add a generous amount of hot glue in the middle of the bottom of it and position it in the middle of the floral foam. Once that was completely adhered, I'm going to take some boxwood from Walmart. I took each branch from the pick and I'm going to cut it into individual pieces based on the layers. So it comes in 3 different layers. So if you see there, I'm just cutting it into the 3 different layers and I'm going to position each piece all around the entire floral foam. And I'm leaving space in about 2 inches in between each piece that I position. I ended up adding about 3 picks of this boxwood all the way around. I did 2 layers. Once I finished this top layer, I started the second layer underneath of this one about an inch down, adding the piece of boxwood in between the 2 ones on the top, but about an inch down. And I did this, I believe it was 2 layers. Yes, I did 3 layers with this. Once I saw, significant coverage as you see there, I came back with some Spanish moss and I'm going to add the Spanish moss onto all of the areas of the floral foam that are exposed. And I also added it downwards in between the picks as well to cover up those areas. Once the entire top section was completely covered, then I flipped this piece over and added Spanish moss to the bottom as well. I just stretched out the Spanish moss as you see there. And once I knew I had a length that will be long enough to go around the entire floral foam, I cut off that section. Then I added some hot glue to one of the edges and I continued to add hot glue all the way around as I was draping this over the piece and also making sure to add some of that moss downward as well to the areas of the floral foam that were not covered when I did the top section. My friend, if you're enjoying this video so far, please don't forget to hit that like button. And while you're there, subscribe and hit the notification bell so YouTube notifies you each time that I upload a new video. All these things are free and they mean the world to me. And let me know in the comment section where you're watching from because I'd really love to know how far my videos are reaching. And share with someone who will enjoy it as much as you do because sharing is caring and it helps me grow. Thank you so much. And with the moss, we are done with this project. Let me know in the comment section what do you think about this one. For the next inspiration, I'll be using this leaf that I got from Dollar Tree. I'm going to use 2 of them. And I'm going to use this set of hooks from Dollar Tree as well. We are going to remove it off the packaging and I will not be using the screws that come with it. Instead, I'm going to use a combination of E6000 and hot glue to attach them. But first, I'm going to make sure that these are completely even. So I lined up each leaf with each other, making sure that they were equal. And then I'm going to make sure that the hooks are also at the same level. Then I'm taking the E6000 and I'm adding some to the middle portion in between where both of the holes for the screws are. And then I'm going to add a minimal amount of hot glue on the top and bottom above that E6000 just to hold this in place until the E6000 sets. And I left it overnight to make sure that the bond was strong. And I repeat the same process with the other side as well. The next day, I came back and I took these soft tooth pieces that I got from another project, and I'm going to add them to the back of this. These pieces were kind of thin, so I couldn't put holes or anything on them. So I just added hot glue on the distance in which the two prongs would have been on. And then I positioned the two prongs onto that hot glue and held it in place until it was adhered. And then I kept piling on the hot glue onto those two pieces until this was secure, and I repeated it with this other side as well. If you don't have these pieces to add to the back, you can always take a piece of jute cord and just add a knot on each end. I do my knots by just looping it into the hole twice just to make the knot a little bit thicker. And I did a knot on each end, creating this loop, and I could have just glued this instead to create a hanger. So that will be another option for you if you don't have these pieces. Then I took these solar lanterns that I got from Dollar Tree sometime last year, and we are going to go ahead and hang them right onto that hook, and that completes this DIY. And here I'm just showing you that the on and off switch is right there as you screw that on, and look how cute that is looking. I am loving it. Let me know in the comment section, what do you think about this one? I absolutely love it. For the next inspiration, I'll be using this tray that I got from Dollar Tree. I'll be also using two of these sunflower solar lights also from Dollar Tree. I will be removing the tags along with the stakes that come inside of them as well. I will not need them for this project. Then I took a blob of hot glue and positioned it right there in one of the corners and held it in place until it dried. And when I'm holding that first one, I had no patience. I'm going to add another nice amount of hot glue onto the other corner and then hold both of these in place until they stay put. Then I took this fairy house that I got from Dollar Tree. This year, guys, the fairy garden collection is amazing. I took this one, added some hot glue to the bottom, and glued it to the center in between both of the lanterns, but on the back of the tray. Then I took these other ornaments here that also came from the same set. We're going to add the hot glue to the bottom of this. This is a little pathway, and we are going to position it right there in front of the little house. Here I'm adding some fairy people and this little table and this little sign. For some reason, my camera decided to turn off, so I was not able to record me gluing these pieces down, but I pretty much took the fairy that was sitting down and placed it on the left hand side, and I added the two other ones talking to each other around the table. Then I'm adding some floral, actually this is reindeer moss from Dollar Tree, all in the bottom section of the entire tray. I also added a little sign at the end of the pathway that says welcome as well, and the sign that came with the table there at the front. And this is completed. Let me know in the comment section, what do you think about this one? I am completely in love with this scenery. Are you into the fairy garden? Let me know in the comment section. For the next inspiration today, we will be using two of these candle holders from Dollar Tree and two of these butterfly solar lights from Dollar Tree. And I removed both of the stakes because we will not be using them for this project. Then I took a bit of hot glue and did it all around the edge of the candle holder, as you see there, and then position my solar light right on top of it, making sure that it is centered. In order to know that for sure, I decided to add the candle holder onto the solar light so I was able to see all of the edges in this way. And I repeat the same process with the other side as well. If you're enjoying this video so far, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. You know you're enjoying the content, so let's commit. All right, guys, so this is the end of this one. Look how simple this is, yet so beautiful. Let me know in the comment section, what do you think about this one? For the next inspiration, I'll be using this solar light from Dollar Tree. And I'm also removing the stake off of it. And remove the yellow tab so I'm able to light it up. Then I took this candle holder that I got from Dollar Tree, removed that tag, and then I added hot glue to that edge of the solar light and positioned the solar light right onto that hole. You can leave it like this if you enjoy it like this, or you can put a plastic container from Dollar Tree from the party section to create a modern lamp. Let me know in the comment section, what do you think about this one? My friends, be blessed, be a blessing, and craft responsibly. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's episode, here are a couple more videos you are sure to enjoy. Thank you so much for stopping by. You're amazing. Bye.